Okay, just a couple points, and then I think we should end it. We're talking about protecting yourself. So we talked about a founder's agreement. We talked about Class F shares. This idea of pre-cooking the board. So if you fund the company early stage, you should expect you're going to have a 5-member board. It's going to be probably 2 founders on the board, 2 venture investors, and 1 independent. All right, that's the typical structure. Now, when I say pre-cook the board, it always makes sense for you to figure out who is your swing vote, who is the independent director. When you go into a financing, you probably want to know who that's going to be and put that person on the board in advance. The way you figure that out is it should be somebody that can add value to the company, obviously. Obviously, somebody with domain experience, somebody that can help you on the sales and marketing side of what you're going to do. The way you vet these people, which is you test them in advance, is you put them on your advisory boards. When you go to US, or even it could be some Polish guys, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But you test people to see if they're going to add value to the business and see if you work well with them. You can't tell anybody how to vote as a director, but you get a sense of who they are, they get a sense of what your mission is, what you want to do with the company, and if they work out as an advisor, you may want to put them on the board. So when you go into a financing, you've got a 5-member board, right? There's the 2 founders, and that 3rd seat is filled already. Now it's got to be approved by the new investors coming in, but it's like a fait accompli. You say, well, John Smith is our man, and here's his background, and we've worked with him as an advisor for 18 months, and he's done all these great things. Your investors are going to say, fine, right? So you may want to do that because it's a control issue for you guys in the company. Another issue, all the time, companies, you guys are funding your own salary before you get outside money. You may say, I've been starving for a long time, and we're doing a $3 million financing, and I want to make sure my salary goes up. Raise it in advance. Don't wait for the first board meeting. So don't put it in your presentation to investors, but as part of the modeling on your first year budget, you stick it in there, and you have a healthy discussion with your investors, which is, market salary for me as a CEO is $150,000. That probably is what it is for early stage and if your investors don't like it, you're going to debate it, and you may end up at 125, or or whatever it is, but you want to know in advance.